Every Floridian should be ashamed that our taxpayer money is being used to put people in these cages.
This place needs to be shut the hell down. It needs to be shut down. This place is a stunt, and they're abusing human beings here, and it's an outrage.
First, they melted down after a tour of Alligator Alcatraz, and now Florida Democrats are looking to shut it down. Those lawmakers introducing the so-called No Cages in the Everglades Act that will block federal funds to the migrant detention center. But top border officials say more states should be building sites like these. Let's bring in retired ICE agent Victor Avila. Victor, I find this also fascinating because when illegals were being piled up in detention centers at our southern border because they couldn't even keep up with how many people they were letting across the border, and they were covered in, like, you know, those aluminum blankets, and they were piled high, and they were in cages as well in terms of the fencing. They didn't say anything. They didn't let anyone, nobody came and said this is a bad thing or this is a humanitarian crisis. What do you say?
Not a word from them, Rachel, and great to see you. I went to a lot of these facilities that you're talking about, these processing facilities that the Biden administration built, and they were stuffed with people and migrants from El Paso all the way down to Laredo. And you're right, there was no complaints there, but you know how it is. There's a double standard here because Trump is trying to, better our communities with public safety. And by the way, I can't wait to see the first one open up in Texas because I understand this is going to be the model for a lot of other states to do the same. And now that the big, beautiful bill has passed, they've got the money, and you're going to see a lot of the detention facilities come up, get built because the bed space is needed to continue the deportation process.
And just think of the irony, Victor. I mean, so these are, in both cases, right, at the border, and Alligator Alcatraz, for example, these are short-term places, right? You're only supposed to be there for a short term and then move on. So this one has criminals that were moving out of the country, and the other one is short term, bad conditions, and then we're moving the criminals into the country. It's just unbelievable. Here's Border Czar Tom Homan talking about how they're stepping up on Immigration Watch.
States have felt the effect in crime and exhaustion of their social services. So states have a big share of this too. I'm happy that states are stepping up.
Your thoughts?
Well, I love it. My friend Tom Homan, he's been on top of it. He's been on fire. And yeah, this is going to be, I think, is being talked as we speak, that you're going to see this expansion throughout the United States. And but one thing you mentioned there is so true, how this is for the betterment of the community. And yes, this is due process, by the way. You know how they left complaints about, oh, they're not getting due process. This is the due process.
Right.
You get detected, you get detained, and you get taken to a detention facility, which is a jail, and you get processed and then removed. That is due process. This is what it looks like. I guess they've never been into a jail. They don't like the conditions, because these are pretty good conditions. Let me tell you, I've seen these facilities. They're state of the art. There's no humanitarian crisis going on here. These are human beings that are taken well care of before they get removed.
I've had multiple Congress members tell me that the conditions in these ICE centers, detaining centers, are much better than many state and federal prisons for American citizens. So there's that as well. And of course, as you know, when ICE comes in and takes people like they did in that marijuana farm last week, that was a rescue operation. They rescued children from child labor and God knows what else. Really quick, Victor, Donald Trump, the president, offering $50,000 bonus to ICE agents willing to come back and work.
This is great news. I'm telling you, they had the money to hire them, but you know, the process to become a HSI special agent or ICE ERO officer, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, let's just get those ones that just recently retired and get them on board immediately while we process the new hires.
$50,000 to come back. A lot of those people left during the Biden years. Now they want to come back because law enforcement's back. Victor Avila, always great having you on. And thanks for coming on Fox Noticias, as you do so often.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.